Throughout my coding journey, I thought about quitting multiple times. And at one point, there was actually a time where I did quit. So in this video, I wanted to share with you my experience because I know that the thought of quitting coding may be common in your coding journey. I'm actually here filming from Jeju Island in Korea as I'm doing some traveling. Went to a tangerine cafe earlier. If you don't know, tangerines are popular here. They grow them here, and it was like a fancy bar. Like they make cocktail or mocktail drinks with the tangerines. It was aesthetic, but overpriced. It was fun, and I wanted to make you this video today to share with you my journey about coding, because at one point I did give up on coding, and it was when after the coding bootcamp, my first iteration at applying for jobs. And during this first iteration, I was just getting nowhere. I applied a lot, hundreds, maybe 500 or so jobs to no. I got some interviews, but ultimately no offers. So I thought, like, am I cut out for this? How can I keep going on this? Nothing's working. Things just seemed futile as I was pursuing a job as a developer. And then ultimately I got to this one point where, okay, I thought maybe I won't get a dev job, but I'll get something adjacent to it, something in tech. So I thought about an SDR role, and SDR stands for a sales development rep, I believe. And it was a sales job. And I was thinking, yeah, I worked in sales before as a promoter. I know the basics of coding, so why not just pursue this instead? So it made sense in my mind, and I started applying for jobs. And of course, I didn't get anywhere with my SDR journey. I saw one job opening at a company who I had a colleague with, and this person was an alumni of the coding bootcamp, and we got connected. And I know that she worked there, so I reached out to her, asking for a referral, asking about more information about the job. And then we got a call, and then we got a chat. And she was surprised that I was applying for an SDR role, and thought I'll for sure apply for a technical role, because during this time I would do a lot of leak code or coding problems, and I have a YouTube channel where I posted my tutorials on how I solved them, and she saw them, and that's how she got the impression that she thought I would go for a technical role. And then I was saying, yeah, no, I was doing that, but I wasn't having any luck with my ambitions of getting a dev job, so I'll just do sales instead. And then okay, and then she told me more about her journey and how she went to university, and she got some other degree, but she got a minor in computer science. And she told me how she remembered in her freshman year, she was around a lot of brilliant people who were smart for the coding classes, for the computer science classes. But then as she progressed, like senior year, she stopped seeing them. And she was telling me how she was talking to this one colleague, and she said that, yeah, ultimately I ended up giving up on computer science. It was too hard for just the minor, not the major. And then I thought, wow, okay. So she emphasized to me that much about pursuing this path as a technical developer, you can't give up. And that's where I'm thinking, I'm the one giving up right now. I can't be giving up if I want to make it in this field. So, and after that conversation, I decided that I can't give up. Even though the story was just kind of simple, it was kind of inspiring to hear that she didn't give up and she made it. So I can't give up as well. So then I decided that I'll pursue this technical role, however long it takes, whatever it takes. And then I eventually did get the role I wanted, but it took a long time. It took me becoming a tutor first. It took me doing an unpaid internship first. It took me to do an apprenticeship program first before I became a full-time dev. So if you're pursuing a goal, whether it's coding, whether it's starting a business, there's going to be a lot of times where you will want to give up, as I experienced it, and it will make logical sense. Like the data would support that you should give up on this field. And sometimes you have to make the logical choice, but sometimes you have to make the illogical choice and keep pursuing it. Because looking back, and I didn't give up, I made it. It was worth, like, all those rejections. None of it mattered anymore, because I only needed one job for me, one job offer to me to be a developer. So keep going in whatever you're pursuing, because even though I'm not applying for software dev jobs anymore, I still struggle with creating content, trying to make it on the social media game, talking about tech, entrepreneurship. For my freelance business, it's tough. I think about maybe I should just go back and getting a job, but I tell myself I have dreams of traveling the world, having my own business. I can't do my ambitions that I want if I work for someone else. So that's why I have to keep going. So I have to tell myself I'll make it for my dream as long as I don't give up. So that's what I want to express to you as well. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos as I talk about my stories from the past, about tech, entrepreneurship, travel, and how that shapes my freelance web development business.